Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the brand new Benefactor Vorschlaghammer, or Vorschlaghammer, however you want to say it. This thing's really cool. I'm very excited to customize this. It's been a long time coming, and we're going to go ahead and start off right now in Los Santos Customs, head inside and see what we can do. So here we are in customs. We're going to go ahead and start off with the armor, and we're also just going to go ahead and do the brakes as well as the engine, and let's go ahead and take care of the transmission and the turbo upgrades as well. And last but not least, let's go ahead and throw the turbo on as well. Okay, back up to the top, we got the arch covers as the first modification that we can do. So we have the stock ones here, which look pretty good in fairness. Then of course we have the bolt-on arches as well as the bolt-on arches painted, or of course we do have the wide body kit. However, I think the wide body looks kind of super ugly because it's got this weird cutout around the door handle, which I think is pretty hideous looking. So I think I'm actually just going to keep the stock arches. I think they look pretty good, so we'll leave those alone. Now, for the front bumper options here, we do have a few different ones, and I do like the fact that you can remove the front plate on this car. I think that is really cool. And for the front bumper option, I think I got to go for the plate and fog light delete. I think that's the cleanest front bumper option for this vehicle, so we're going to go for that. Now, for the rear bumpers, we have the race day diffuser, which is pretty cool. Kind of hate that it's carbon fiber, but it is what it is. We also got the track diffuser, the stripped track diffuser as well, the street diffuser, the stripped street diffuser, and of course the stripped large diffuser. I personally think the race day diffuser is the best looking, and I'm going to go for that one for today. For the exhaust, we do have a few different options here, and I want to go for something a little bit on the bigger side, but nothing too crazy. I like that we have the blast pipes and the Shackleton exhaust, but I think that I'm going to go for the chrome big bore exhaust. I really like the look of that, so we'll do that. For the grille itself, we can go for the stealth grille. We can also go for the painted grille, the gold grill and trim, which is kind of an interesting option. I'm going to go for the painted grill. I feel like that's going to look really nice, so we'll do that. Headlight covers, we have a few different options. This makes me think that this might have been a Tuner's DLC car originally, actually, which that's pretty cool. The front intakes are a really cool option here. I actually really like that. I'm going to go for that option today. For the hood itself, we got the Benefactor ornament instead of having it on the grille there. We also have the gold Benefactor ornament, the twin intakes, the quad intakes, the race hood. Of course, we have the track hood, or of course, the V8 twin turbo upgrade. That is pretty cool. Don't really love it myself, but I think that I will just go for the Benefactor ornament. I think that's a really cool upgrade. I like that option, so we'll go for that. For the lights, I will go xenon, and for the neon kit, I will go for one just to lower the center of gravity of the vehicle, make it handle just a little bit better. Now, next up, we got to go through the respray, and let's just make this thing into like a silver so we can actually see what these options do here for the liveries. So we'll start off with the black double stripes. We also have the black Benefactor stripes. We have those in white as well, or the white Benefactor Racing, black Benefactor Racing. We also have the black Racing Flame, Racing Geometry, and black bottom stripes. Out of all of them, I kind of like the black Benefactor stripes the best. I think that I might even go with those. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will do that. Now for the louvers, we have the rear strip, we have the roof wing here, and then of course we also have the actual louvers themselves. I kind of don't mind the louvers on this car. I think I'm actually going to go for them, which is something I typically wouldn't do, but I think they look okay. Yellow and black for the plate. For the respray itself, as far as the actual respray color goes here, I was thinking of doing this in maybe like a blue of sorts, like a dark galaxy blue, something like that. Dark blue itself could actually look pretty cool too. Maybe a dark blue, actually. You know what? I feel like I don't use dark blue that often as a color. So let's go dark blue. Now, we could also do the secondary color in like a galaxy blue or something to make it like a little bit darker, accented a little bit, but I don't think it looks that good, so we'll just go for double down on this. And then for the pearlescent, I think that I might actually remove it entirely. I feel like it might look a little cleaner. I don't know, actually. Maybe it's okay. Maybe we should do something different. Maybe like a an anthracite black or something like that as a pearl, or maybe the black steel, something like that. That's kind of nice. Gives it another sort of shade. So that's cool. For the skirts, we got the smooth arc skirts. We also have the race skirts, the track skirts, and of course the carbon track skirts. I think that I'm going to go for the track skirts. I kind of like the look of those the best, so we'll do that. Now for the splitters, we do have the chrome splitter, the painted splitter, we have the gold splitter or the track splitter. I kind of like the painted splitter. I don't really like any of them, to be honest, but if I had to go for one, it's going to be that one, and that's what I'm going to go for, so we'll do that. For the spoiler, we have the extreme arrow wing. It's kind of very funny. We also have the factory spoiler, which I do have to say I like that a lot. Then, of course, we have the ducktail, the bolt-on ducktail. We have the drift wing, performance wing. We got the GT wing, the RS wing. I like the RS wing, man. We got to go for that. That's classic looking. We can have the vanity strips. That's super odd to me, but anyway, we could have that if we wanted it. And the suspension, we can lower it quite significantly. I'm going to go for the competition suspension, I think. Now, for the wheels, this is going to be hard to choose because it's a little bit of an older car, so I don't really want to put super low profile wheels on. At the same time, I feel like it would look good. Maybe, where's the tuner category? There it is, right there. Maybe we go for some like chrome endos or something like that. Some endo V1s or V2 dished. Maybe V1s. V1s are cool. Or we could go for sport category V1s actually as well. They look a little bit better. I'm actually going to go for those. I kind of like the look of that, so we'll do that. For the tires, we will bulletproof them, and that is all we can do to this car. Oh, except for window tint. Hang on. Let's do a light smoke. I feel like that looks pretty nice. Okay, we're going to take it outside. We're going to do a sound test and a full review on the car as well. So let's go ahead and see how this thing is sounding. So it doesn't sound that fantastic. Actually, I'm a little bit disappointed, to tell the truth. Now, this thing does also have the drift tuning capability, where it can be upgraded to have the drift tuning modification within the LS CarMate. So we're going to drive over there and just take this thing for, you know, a little spin on the way over, do a little review without drift tuning, and then, of course, we will be doing a review with drift tuning as well. I have to say this car does feel very easy to like quote unquote double clutch. I know that's not, it's a GTA term. It's not, I'm not referring to it in real life. But it feels really easy to get the engine over revving and get those back wheels like really spinning. It kind of reminds me of the Benefactor Vorschlaghammer GT a little bit in that regard, which is kind of a good thing because that car is a ton of fun to drive. This thing does feel pretty good though. It does feel like it handles the corners relatively well. It's quite quick as well. I am quite enjoying driving it actually. It is very, very fast, which is nice. It's a good thing to see. And it feels relatively planted. Like it definitely can break the rear end loose like quite easily. A couple taps of the handbrake will do that. But yeah, for the most part, it feels like it handles pretty well. And then if you don't want it to handle well, it's easy enough to get it to break loose. So that is pretty cool. We're heading into the car meet now. Let's see about this drift tuning. All right, so here we are. Let's see about the drift tuning for this vehicle. 200 grand. Let's go ahead and throw that on the vehicle. And let's go ahead and take it outside. And we're going to see how this thing drifts. Hoping that it's going to be good. Not 100% sure, but if how it was behaving before is any measure of its drifting ability, then, you know, it should be pretty all right. Did the drift tuning add the speakers into the trunk lid, or was that something I did without realizing? Because I don't like how that looks. I swear that wasn't there before we went in. Please tell me if it was, or man, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know, but I swear that wasn't there before. This thing actually feels quite nice. I think that it's maybe due to the like slightly longer wheelbase that it has in comparison to a lot of other cars, especially the drift tunable ones. But this thing feels quite good actually. It feels very planted. I have to say I'm actually enjoying drifting this thing. Yeah, it's nice, man. This thing's super duper controllable. This thing's actually sweet. I don't know. I'm actually really impressed with this thing. It's feeling really good drifting around here like this. Haven't really taken it on any like super like driftable roads, but like it just feels good, man. Like I don't know, it feels super controllable. Like this is on a different level compared to a lot of the other drift cars I've driven in GTA, like the ZR350 and stuff like that. It feels like a longer version of the Car Addict GTX. Like it still feels nice and light and like manageable and easy to drift, but it's just got a lot longer of a wheelbase, and for that reason I think that it's just more controllable in the corners, kind of like it just, I don't know, it's more predictable is the word I would use. It goes where you want it to go without really asking any questions. Like it's not, I don't know, it just seems like it's, I don't know, it's so responsive, man. I don't know, I'm pretty impressed with it though. It's feeling really good. It's feeling really nice. I don't know, I'm gonna be ranking the drift cars soon. Now that this thing's out, now that we got the final drift car that I needed, I think I will be doing a ranking of all the drift cars soon. And this thing, I think this thing's gonna fare quite well in that drift video list. So stay tuned for that, guys, I guess. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is, of course, appreciated. If not, dislike. Consider subscribing to my channel if you guys are new. And that is pretty much it for the Benefactor Vorschlaghammer. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Peace.